break it down to the initial R blends, and R vowels, okay? The position of all these is pretty much the same, okay? So the actual sound itself is going to be the same. So when I describe in the initial R lesson, I describe how the tongue should be and where we should have that tongue. That's going to be the same whether it's initial R, R blend, or R vowels. Okay, so there's really no difference between the sound that we make and the position of the tongue and the position of the mouth for the R. The difference, the reason why we break those three sounds apart is that as we're working on the R, sometimes what we find is that our students can do it in the initial R position, but the R vowels are hard. Or they can do it in the R blends, but they can't do it in the initial position. So why we break it down into three parts is so that we can identify, okay, can you say the correct R in any of those three positions? If you can do it in one of the three, then we know that you can do it, you can learn how to do it in all three. Okay? Because if you're doing it in one position, then you know how to get that R in position, and so we can start kind of moving it into the others. Okay? It's kind of a little we have. Go ahead.
I want to read some sentences to see how is my R.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead. I'm having, sorry, my screen is being funny, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into this mode so that I can have more control. So we'll just do it right here. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to have you read some words.
Okay.
And in both the initial R, R blends, and R vowels. And I'm going to listen to kind of see how you're doing the R sound and make sure that we're getting the position right. Okay?
Okay.
Go here with the word practice.
Should I start?
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, run, read, run, river, really. I cannot see the rest.
Oh. Can you see the other ones?
Okay. Room, red, remember, reach, rock.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's sounding really good with that initial R position as we're concentrating on it. Let me go to the R blends. Go ahead here with treat.
Treat, prize, great, free, dry, crib, grow, crazy, trick, fresh.
Okay, so those R's were even better than your, and exactly in the position that I want. So I'd say your R blends at this point are your best R's. Those are sounding very clear, exactly where I want to hear them. Okay, let me hear the vocalic R's. So start here with start.
Start, car, north, war, work, turkey, standard, dinner, care, ear.
Okay, so when I'm listening to all three of the R sounds, I would say your R blends are the very, very best. Next is the initial R, and then the R vowels. What's happening with the R vowels is there's a little bit of kind of a rolling or a change in the way that you're positioning your tongue for the R vowels. It's different than the initial R or the R blend. And so what we want to do is work on getting that R vowel to sound like the other R's. Okay? So what's going to be, so what you'll want to do, let's see. So do this for me. Great start. Say that for me.
Great start.
Yeah, do it again. So say that for me again.
Great start.
Yeah. Okay, so when you put it together with one of the R blend sounds, then your R in the R vowel sounds much better. So let's do that same thing with great ear. Great ear.
Great ear.
Yes, there you go. Okay, so the same position that you're using for great, we want that in all of your R sounds. All right, so when you're practicing, I want you to, especially the R vowels, I want you to go through these words several times and put great in front of it. Great start, great car, great north. Okay, and what it's doing is it's training your R to be in the right position before you go into the R vowel, so that you're training the R vowel to be in the same position as the R blend.
Okay, thanks.
Does that make sense? So do that for me. Let's go through the first 5, and I want you to put great in front of all 5 of these words. Great start,
Okay.
great car, and go down.
Okay. Great start, great car, great north, great war, great work, great turkey, great standard, great dinner, great care, great ear.
Okay, that was even better. So you're getting a little bit more control with that R vowel, and the more that you practice, the more you'll get that control, so that it sounds like those R blends. So I would say take that this week and do that, and kind of get comfortable with those R vowels, and making sure that you're aware of, okay, when I'm doing the R blend, that sounds perfect. Okay, so I want my tongue and my mouth to be exactly in the same place for that R in R vowels as it is in R blends.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You're going to be able to go and practice that?
Okay, thank you, Rodin.
Okay. All right, thanks, Esma. Okay, so that's a good example of why we break down the R's into those 3 areas, is because we really, the R sound is going to be the same in all 3, and we want to make sure they're the same. A lot of times what happens, just like we kind of saw, is that the R sound, will sound really, really good in one position, and then it starts getting distorted or changed in other positions, like the R vowels. It's especially common for the R vowels to get that distortion. And we want to strengthen those R vowels to be as strong as some of the other R positions. So pairing it with the R blend or the initial R will help strengthen that R, so that you can kind of hear, okay, great is how it's supposed to be. So now I need to carry that same R into start. Great start, R. So that position of the R. All right.